The book of Job is believed by many Bible scholars to be even more ancient than the books of Genesis. It describes an entity called Leviathan. Any hope of subduing Leviathan is vain. If you lay a hand on it, you will remember the struggle and vouch never to do it again. I will not fail to speak of Leviathan's limbs, its strength, and its graceful form. Who can remove its outer coat? Who can penetrate its double coat of armor? Who dares to open the doors of its mouth, ringed about with fearsome teeth? Its back has rows of shields tightly sealed together. Its snorting throws out flashes of light. Its eyes are like the rays of dawn. Flames stream forth from its mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours forth from its nostrils, as from a boiling pot over burning reeds. Its breath sets coals ablaze, and flames dart from its mouth. When it rises up, even mighty men are terrified. They retreat before its thrashing. The sword that reaches it has no effect, nor does the spear, nor the dart, nor the javelin. In the New Testament, the book of Revelation describes a fearsome entity which it simply calls the beast. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but it had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of a lion. Then I saw a second beast. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but its voice was like the voice of a dragon. It would be easy to dismiss these descriptions as fanciful imaginings of mythical beasts, except that among this panoply of non-human entities, an entity carrying the name of Yahweh is described in startlingly similar terms. The prophet Isaiah reports the entity Yahweh describing himself in language which, comparison by comparison, prefigures the book of Revelation's description of the beast. I will come upon them like a lion. Like a leopard, I will lurk by the path. Like a bear, robbed of her cubs, I will attack them and rip them open. Like a lion, I will devour them, a wild animal, tearing them apart. It would seem strange that the writer of Revelation would describe a beast with a voice like a dragon in exactly the same language as the book of Isaiah's description of Yahweh. Why, in the book of Job, would Yahweh boast of his own strength by comparing himself with the monstrous, fire-breathing Leviathan? In the book of 2 Samuel, King David describes Yahweh like this: "In my distress I called out to Yahweh. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came to his ears. The earth trembled and quaked. The foundations of the skies shook. They trembled because he was angry. Smoke rose from his nostrils, consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the skies and came down, with dark clouds of smoke under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew, soaring on the wings of the wind. Bolts of lightning blazed forth, the valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid bare, at the rebuke of Yahweh, at the blast of breath from his nostrils." Multiple texts in the Hebrew canon speak of Yahweh's wings and pinions, and in almost every text where the nostrils of Yahweh are mentioned in the Bible, the length of the nostrils is mentioned, and almost invariably, destruction by fire quickly follows.